Hello, I am Patty Reimer, Corporate Trainer with Sterling Administration. Today I'm going to show you how to enroll your employees in their health savings accounts using Sterling's username and password method of enrollment. So once you are logged in online as an admin, please toggle over to Enroll Employees from the menu in the left. From this menu, we are going to choose the first method, Employee Enrollment with Enrollment Login. So let's click here. You'll see on my screen that my enrollment account has already been set up. So if yours already looks like this, you'll see your username referred to here. If you don't know the password to your username, you can click Change Password here and choose a new password. If your username is not set up yet, you'll see blank fields to choose your enrollment username's contact information. So the contact information that you have on this page should be the person who is responsible for enrollments in your company. So this may be your HR department, someone along those lines. So when you enter the email address, which is the only required field, you will enter the email address of the person who is required in your HR department for enrolling people in their health savings accounts. So once you have your username and password set up, what you're going to do is provide that username and password to each of your employees who is eligible or wanting to open a health savings account. You will not need to data enter any of this employee's information into the system to enroll them. The employee will actually take care of that themselves. So let's go ahead and toggle over and show you what the employee's experience is with this method of enrollment. So I'm going to log out of my admin account. And I'm going to click login. So now I'm going in as the employee who wants to open a health savings account. So I'm going to click log in. I'm going to enter in Master Enroll, which is my company's username for enrollment. So your company will have your own unique enrollment username that you've set up. So you'll provide that to your employees. So let's go ahead and log in and see what that looks like to the employee when I enter those credentials that are unique to my company. So it takes me to Enrollment Express. So first it's going to ask me for a social security number. So this will look through Sterling's system to see if this individual already has a health savings account open with Sterling. If they do, it will let them know that they're already registered and they have an account with us and they don't need to go through this process. If they run into that, we can connect their existing account to your group. Just go ahead and send us an email or give us a call and we would be happy to do that. Let me go ahead and click on, well, it's saying I'm not old enough to have an HSA. So you can see there it does have some things in place there that will help you. So let's make us old enough to have a health savings account. So you'll see here in my demo account, this company has both HSA and FSA. If your company only has HSA, this will be the only option displayed. We're going to go ahead and click continue. So now we're going to go through step-by-step process to open a health savings account. So the first step will be to gather personal information. I'll choose my gender. My date of birth is pre-filled from the prior screen. We need to enter identification type, so we can either enter a passport ID number or a driver's license ID number. We will enter our home address here as the employee, the city that we're located in, the state that we're located in, and our zip code. A daytime phone number that this employee can be reached at, and their email address. I'm going to go ahead and use mine. Down below, you see here the effective date of my health plan is being asked. So this might be something you want to provide to those employees who are signing up for a health savings account in advance to ensure that they do know what their effective date is and if they're on family or single coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down this menu. I'm going to choose January 1st as my health plan's effective date, and I'm going to say that I'm on single coverage. If someone's on family coverage, it means that they are covering themselves plus one other person. That person could be anyone. It could be a dependent or it could be a spouse of that employee. So let's go ahead and continue. So the next step would be for your employees to choose their own unique username. So in the future, when they go to log into their own account, they won't use this enrollment username and password that you've provided them again. They'll actually have their own unique username and password that they can choose. You'll see that it does give them suggestions on how strong or weak their password is. Even though mine is weak here that I'm using, it will still let me choose that. But I could make it stronger by adding maybe characters or caps. And keep in mind that the username and the password are both case sensitive. From here, we can choose a password reminder question. So if this employee ever forgets their username or password in the future, they can always recover that through our website by correctly answering their password reminder question that they've answered. And don't forget to confirm your password in the second password field. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. And then here, it's going to tell me what fee plans I have available to me. In this situation, we see an example of an employer who does pay their employees monthly maintenance fees. And so they are requesting that their employees be defaulted to the value plan, which this employer, for example, pays for. So we can do that. If you do pay for the monthly maintenance fees for your employees' HSA accounts, just let Sterling know and we'll make sure to default any of your enrollments to that fee plan. Here, I can enter in a beneficiary. So if I want my funds to go to my spouse or maybe my children or to a trust even, I can enter that information in here. This would be if the account holder were to pass away. This is who the funds would go to. If I don't want to enter a beneficiary, I can just click continue, or I can add another beneficiary if I have multiple. Over here in the primary contingent, primary, we get the funds first. And then you could say the distribution if you have more than one primary, so maybe 50-50 distribution to 2 different people. I'm going to go ahead and close these out and continue. So the next section is going to be dependent information. So in the dependent section, this is where you're going to enter your spouse, even though your spouse may not be a dependent of yours. If you'd like to order them a debit card, just make sure to enter them in here. So we'll go ahead and enter Joe, Doe, male, relationship, spouse, and his date of birth. And there we go. And if I have more than one dependent, I can add another one by clicking this link. Please keep in mind that if you don't have your dependent information at this time, you can always enter it later once you've completed your setup as an employee. All right, so the next section is to ask for a debit card. Select the type of benefit you'd like to order a card for, health savings account. If you don't want a debit card, the individual can just uncheck that and it won't add a card for that person. So I can go ahead and say add card here. And then if I'd like to have a debit card for my spouse or any dependents that I've listed, I can go ahead and select that so I issue a card to them as well. All right, so here's just a summary overview of all of the information that this employee hypothetically would enter. And if they agree to the terms, they can go ahead and click here. There is an electronic access agreement. This is a downloadable link, and an administrative service agreement that the employee can download to read and confirm that they agree to the terms. When I scroll through here, I want to ensure that all of the sections are in gray, and if they are, then they are complete. If any of these sections are highlighted in red, it would indicate that something is missing. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this form. And when I do so, it assigns me a health savings account number right here. So the employee has an account number. At this point, when the employee has submitted their application, they automatically will become available in your employees tab from your admin account, as well as they will populate in the contributions section of our website in your admin portal. So you can start making contributions to them right away. All right, well, I hope this was helpful for you, and you have a great day. If you have any questions, Sterling is here to help, and we would be happy to assist you. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.